Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And it almost feels like we were destined to get to this point. The top two seeds of the college football playoff have survived. They've been on a collision course all season long. They've come through the challenges and the distractions, and now they'll fight for that beautiful trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Rice Owls, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10, not good field position to start the drive. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion makes it second and medium. The shotgun handoff here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Finds room at the 30. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Well, I know it's here early in this game, but boy, that's what you want to see as an offense. You get to these 3rd downs, it's all about trying to create opportunities and momentum, and that's what they've done here, converting to get a new set of downs.
And the Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The Commodores pick up enough for a first down here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And they hand it off to the back. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on 3rd down. Now, Here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
I like the call here. 3rd down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn on field. It's a missed opportunity there on 3rd down and long.
That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. They'll try to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. On the run, he'll let it go. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
And at 1st down, they go right back to him. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Right now, this defense seems to be sitting back, worried about the pass game. They better cheat a safety down, have an extra guy down in the box to help against this run game, because they are getting ripped apart up front.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Pressure is coming. Sacked on heavy pressure there.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
The sack sets up 2nd down. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And the running back takes the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Owls. No chance to catch him.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback drops back. Running back has it on a screen now. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
And the Commodores have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
Catch made on the left side. Commodores pick up enough yardage for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Here's the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
They bring him down to the 25 and move closer and closer to the red zone.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage and you can throw it over top of them.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And the Commodores are in the red zone. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Good enough for first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Commodores looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
That's a design quarterback keeper. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is the national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Point after, knocked right through. And BAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. On the ground, it's Raiola. That run moves the ball across the 35. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket now. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The punt will bounce out of bounds down near the 20-yard line. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after a big gain. And the Commodores come to the line in the hurry up. First down, looking to throw the football. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. Offense in hurry-up mode. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught quickly. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Commodore starting a new series here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Looks to the left, pass caught.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
He's going to pull it down and run. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Got space, looking to score. Runs out of bounds near the goal line. Couldn't quite get there.
This defense is so caught up in defending this pass game. I think here they just completely forgot about this guy's ability to run the football. Good, solid gain, and he gets out of bounds.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So it's 3rd down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. And the field goal is good.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's looking deep here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Commodores will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks left and finds his target there. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. Press coverage now from these DBs. Can he make it to the marker? They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
That's a solid run, good for 1st down yardage. On the run, it's Raiola. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Quick throw, the catch is made. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. The offense stays on the field, of course. It's 4th down and inches. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Receiver makes the grab. They pick up the 1st down. Tackle at the 25.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
Here comes a handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They'll run it here. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Touchdown, Rice. They'll take the lead in the 2nd half. Here's the point after attempt. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Now they get set to kick it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. They'll run it from the gun. Getting set. Here's second down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Second down play coming up. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's caught. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
On their own side of the 50, they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Commodores are looking to keep this drive going.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
And the Commodores come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
They go backwards on first down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. And the pass rush has got him again, back-to-back sacks.
Chris, that's another sack for this guy. That's back-to-back plays. This guy's been able to get to this quarterback. Man, he is in a zone and feeling good right now. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm either rolling away from that guy or you got to think about double-teaming him just to keep him out of the backfield.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Receiver makes the catch. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches. Commodores will look to convert here on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. That's good for a first down near the 40.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little or slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on fourth down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the football on fourth down, come up with a conversion, and keep those sticks moving.
And the Commodores pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up second down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
And he'll drop back here on third down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Defense cannot get this offense to fourth down. Offense continues the long drive. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
12th play of this marathon march, but it's third down and long. Receiver in motion now. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Trying to extend the play. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Catch made at the 10. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
Well, it doesn't take long to figure out what kind of adjustments they made at halftime. Here we are, the very first series to start the second half in the championship game, and they're taking shots downfield. They clearly see matchups they want to take advantage of.
It's first and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? And they're trying to punch it in here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he throws it away. A smart choice that time, but it will bring up third down. After this long drive, you'd hate to settle for a field goal. Can they find the end zone? Touchdown, Commodores. They jump in front here in the 4th.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
Now an important PAT to stretch the lead to a field goal. And the kick is good. A 3-point game now in the fourth quarter. It's all up to the defense. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Rice offense is out there again. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Play action fake, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it. And gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
Handoff to the single back. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
On third down, he drops to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a fourth down call.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid, right down for a touchdown. Some hard running there through a tackle. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. The Commodores pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that previous play. The back's got it. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
You know, they try to run the football here, and They're unable to get that first down. The clock does keep moving. The big question now is third down. What do you do? Keep it on the ground again or roll the dice, throw the football knowing an incompletion, the clock will stop.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And that is no good. After the miss, it's still a 3-point lead.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Defense not pressing this time. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And this pass is caught. In a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
Offense will need some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock, a huge factor here. And he steps out of bounds. A heads-up play to stop the clock.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Raiola. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Second down, looking to throw it. And they heave it deep downfield. Touchdown, Owls. They go in front in the final minute of play. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away here and hope their defense can make a stop on this final drive. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. They've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes a quick catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the... seconds remaining. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the grab. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. First down, looking to throw the football. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. It's a touchdown to win the national championship.
Boy, this guy is dangerous with the ball in his hands. Makes the catch, has the athletic ability to then take it all the way to the end zone, and they've taken the lead here in the national championship. Up by 2, pretty simple. Kick that extra point to give yourselves a 3-point lead.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Vanderbilt Commodores.